Just waiting for the room to fill up a little bit more. But if you have a yes or no question, you can go ahead and post it. And I'll get to it when I get started. So, what I'm going to do is just answer some simple yes or no questions um, with my pendulum. And also, after your pendulum answer, I will pull you a card from Messages from the Guides by James Van Prague. I just got this in today, so I'm going to start using it and break it in. Hi, Lelaine. So if you have a yes or no question, go ahead and leave it down. Hi, Jalen. Trying to figure out why it's so blurry. Hmm. So you can start leaving your questions down, just yes or no questions, a question that can be answered in a yes or no fashion, since I'll be just answering them with this. And then I'm going to also pull everybody a card from a deck that I just received today. You're welcome. No problem. Hi, Juliana. Nice to see you again. Sure. So, if you have a question, make sure it's a yes or no question. And I will answer it. I'll be using, I don't use this often, so I want to start using it again. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm doing questions, but they have to be yes or no questions. And it'll just be a simple yes or no answer. Okay, so Jalen, I want to know, will Zuo, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, contact me in 2019? Hmm. Okay. So every person that reads the pendulum reads it differently. Um, so my answers for yes, no, maybe, may not be what another reader perceives as an yes or no answer. So keep that in mind. So I'm just going to call him Z, contact you in 2019. So I let this run for like a few seconds, or maybe even a minute, just to get a for sure answer. Okay, so Jalen, that was a yes answer. So yes, he should contact you sometime in 2019. Uh, so Juliana, will I have a boyfriend in January? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I'm also pulling a card after each question that I answer. So hold on a minute, Jalen. Okay, so you have, I really wish y'all could see this better. I don't know why it's all blurry, but it says everyone has value. So um, pretty much just a card saying know your worth. Um, and you do have a purpose, whether you realize it or not. So, yeah, that's your message. Okay, so Juliana. So I'm not ignoring you if I see your questions. I'm kind of in a focus mode, so it may seem like I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. So just try to bear with me. Um, oh, well, I have a boyfriend in January. Oops. Hmm. trying to get it to where you could see it. Hmm. So, Juliana, you have a maybe answer. Actually, for some reason, it wanted to give you yes, no, and maybe, but it ended up being a maybe answer at the end. So, let me get your card. So, I'm using messages from your guides, transformation cards by James Van Prague. It is a deck that I just recently received. Well, I received it today. So, oops. I don't know if that is meant for you. Nope. Um, I don't know how to fix that. I hate the way these things shuffle. Oops. So Juliana, you have the You Are Never Alone card. So Jesus. I'm not sure if the messages are kind of self-explanatory, so I'm not sure if you would need a explanation on that. Um Is my fiance's friend named Devin jealous of me? So this is Aaron. Since there's not many people in here right now, I'm just going in order from the person whoever asked first. Mm. So that is a no answer. You're welcome. Let me get your card. You're welcome. So you have the take responsibility for your actions card. More like affirmations is what this deck is. Um, I'm trying to fix the lighting. Lightning. I don't know why it's like that. Hmm. Um. OP Boyma did my or I'm guessing you're asking if your ex is coming back. Okay. So let's see. Any day now. If you see me leaning to the side, that is just me looking at the clock or the time on the laptop so that I know when to stop the pendulum during the question. So, OP Boyma, if I'm saying it right, that was a no answer. Um, Now, keep in mind these answers can change, and because they are so simple, um, it's not gonna give you all the details you need. It may not be no for a bad reason, and it may not be yes for a good reason. If um, I think you know what I mean. Like yes doesn't always mean it's going to be a good turnout, and no doesn't always mean it's something because of something negative. So keep that in mind. So I'm getting your card, OP. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea why they are not asleep. So you have lead by example. So it looks like you might have like a lot of young energy around you, like maybe nieces or nephews, if not kids of your own, things like that. They're watching even when you don't think they are. So um, try to be a good role model for them. So, um, Lane. Someone broke into our property today. Is he the guy who was accusing us that stole his cat? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know why it's not wanting to move today. Hmm. So, Lelaine, that is a no answer. However, Spirit was giving me like a little inkling because it was taking forever to move that if it's not him, it's somebody he knows or somebody that's kind of close with him. So, I keep forgetting to do the card. Let me get your card so don't go anywhere. Okay. So, Lelaine, you have set your intentions. So, pretty much being straightforward and upfront with somebody um, about what it is you want, not hiding or pulling back, um, letting someone know not to cross your boundaries, or this is a need for you to set some boundaries. If you don't want what somebody is giving you, um, don't settle for it and don't take it. Tell them what you want from the beginning. So, hope that helped. So, if anybody's in here that hasn't gotten a question answered or a card, let me know. Um, but in the meantime, we could just chit chat. Yes, I will definitely be doing more of those. So stay tuned. I actually did one recently. It was instead of pick a card, it was pick a deck. However, I'm having trouble uploading it, and half of it kind of cut off because the video was so long, and I'm not sure how to merge two videos together. So I'm trying to get that out before the new year because there are some things that some people are going to really want to hear or need advice about, and that was a very synchronized reading, and I really wish I could get it out. But it'll be too much for me to um, upload the two different videos. It's gonna kind of confuse people. But yeah, I will definitely do more pick a card readings. So if there's anything else you would like to see on my channel, let me know. Because I am running out of ideas as far as pick a card reading goes for the most part. Um, I mean, I can do more lives, but it takes a lot of energy for me to do that. So it's something that I really just cannot do every day, but I try to do it every once in a while. Um, yeah. Happy New Year to you too. I did that in that pick a deck reading that I was talking about, and I also did that in a live I did. I think it was the day before yesterday. I said what I saw. I did not mention every single thing because I forgot, but I see a lot of people or a handful of people waiting on some type of settlement that came through really, really strongly in that the reading that I did, but have not been able to put up yet. Um, yeah. And one of those decks, somebody is waiting on some money and it's coming. If I'm not doing anything on New Year's Eve, then Jesus, oh, my head hurts. If I'm not doing anything on New Year's Eve, I will definitely try to do another live. I don't know because every time I say I'm not doing anything, I end up getting last minute plans or phone calls from people. So who knows? Lelaine, did you hear the answer to your question? Because it seems like every time I do a live, you for some reason have issues with. I think it's like I'm lagging or something on your end. I hope y'all can see me fine because this is blurry. I don't know why on earth it's like that, but it's you can't really see the card, so it's kind of annoying me. But So if you haven't had a question answered, just put it down and I'll try to answer it. If it's general, because I'm only allowing one question per person to be fair, and I don't want to be stuck on one person's energy for too long. But if it's general, like about my abilities or something about a general topic, yes. But if it's a personal question, um, to be fair, at least for now, I'm going to do one question per person. If depending if I get any more people in here, if I don't get a whole lot of people, then I'll probably get a, you know, let y'all have a second question. Um, but yeah. So I don't know who it is, but someone's trying for a baby in this room because I just out of nowhere got nauseated. It could be for another reason, but it's usually involving pregnancy. Either someone's trying or somebody like really, really wants to have one. I don't know who it is, but somebody in my family is definitely pregnant or about to be. And I feel like somebody in this chat room is too, but nobody's saying anything. I recently had a dream about me being pregnant, but that's likely is usually about somebody else when that happens. Um, so I don't know. So if you're not wanting or not trying, somebody is possibly about to be an unexpected pregnancy. I try not to um do readings on that, but it'll if it comes up in somebody's reading, I'll relay it. But intentionally, I don't try to answer questions about that. Yeah, you missed it. Um, I don't know exactly how far back in the live it was, but yours was the last one that I answered, and you missed it. Um, the pendulum answer about if the guy was the person that stole your cat, if he was the one that broke into the house, that one was the pendulum gave a maybe. No, I think it gave a no answer for you, but I was getting that if it's not him, it's somebody that he knows quite well or somebody that he's close with. And then your card that came up, I think it was set your intentions. I'm gonna pull it back out if I can find it. Um, whoops. And that's okay. I was asking for you because I figured I said maybe she's having problems because it seems like you always have technical issues when you're in my live. So I figured that's what it was. Um, he was accusing us that we stole. Oh, okay. But yeah, the pendulum was giving a no answer, but um if the pendulum was given a no answer, but I was getting a little message from spirit that if it's not him, it's somebody that he knows or that he's close with, or possibly it's him and someone else. Um, I'm looking for your card that you got because I remember what it was because you were the last person that I don't know where it went to. So it was the set your intentions card. So pretty much just creating boundaries with people, telling somebody what you want straightforward and being honest and direct with them, not settling for more or not settling for less than what you really want. Um, be clear on what it is you want exactly, and pretty much that's just the message. Um, okay, so here it is. It will set your intentions. You're welcome. So these are more like advice cards, affirmations, pretty much. I'm just still trying to figure out why these children are not asleep. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning here. Hmm. So if anybody has a question that hasn't asked one, let me know. Um, and I will answer it. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, everyone. Give this soul here. Bye. So, if you haven't had a question answered yet, do let me know and I will answer it for you. I have no idea. I usually only do them when I feel called to. They're not necessarily planned. I've just been trying to get more ideas because I feel like um I don't want to repeat the same questions over and over again, so I kind of want to have something different. Um I have tried to do things other than love and not a lot of people paid attention to it, so um but hmm. So not many people on tonight. Hi May. Happy holidays to you too. Haven't seen you in a while. I've been pretty good. How about you? Can't really complain. Yeah, same here. But just kind of ready for the new year to hurry up and get here. Mm, that's a hate is a very, very, very strong word. Is that like a person specifically? Because it would be hard to kind of look to see if every single person on earth hates you. Um, are you talking about anybody specifically, family members or friends? I know you're probably generally talking about just generally people, but it'll be hard to just tap into to see if a group of people don't like you because they'll all feel differently more than likely. Um, let's see. I mean, if they're close, they shouldn't hate you, but no, you can ask. So you have a no answer. Um, I'm trying to see if I shuffled these. Yeah, I think I did. So I'm also giving a one card message out for everybody. This one came out earlier for someone. It's everyone has value. So just like an affirmation type of thing. That's your message. You're welcome. Okay. It's probably in your head. But I mean, if it's like a group of people, it's possibly just um in your head. But if it's like one specific person, then yeah, their energy is probably off. I mean, it's possible to have a group of people to dislike you, but um, Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have it daily, so I understand. And then if I'm doing readings, it makes it even worse. Hi, Divine Blossoming. It's nice to see you again, too. I don't think I've seen you in I think my last couple of lives I've done. I haven't seen you. How are you? Mm. Um, I mean, is anxiety a daily thing for you, May? If it is, I know you say lately. I've been okay, pretty good. Um, if it is, I'm guessing so because I didn't know it's not usually like this, so I'm not. Um, I've tried to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, so it's possibly network issues, or it's also possible that these kids did something to this computer um, because it was working fine the other day. Well, not the other day, but when I was using it on live the other day. Um, mm, I have no idea. Um, I mean, if it's like really often, I would suggest, and this is not me calling you crazy or anything or diagnosing you with anything, but I would go to a physician. I ended up having to go for mine because it's literally a daily thing and it's not just a small attack. These are big attacks I'm having. Um, so I would just go try to talk it out with like a therapist or a doctor and see if they can at least give you some maneuvers to help you through it and to help you cope. I know mine is so bad to the point where they did prescribe me some medicine for it, but I'm not taking it. Hold on a second. Xavier, oh my God, I'm trying to talk, and these kids are my niece and my nephews are just talking above me. But anyway, it got to the point where I did have to go to the doctor. Um, I went to the doctor for something else initially, but then I decided to somehow we got on the topic of my anxiety. Um, they even think that I'm a little depressed, which is a little bit. Um, and also, I discovered that I have PTSD. Um, and they gave me medication for it, but I'm not taking it. Spirit told me not to, so I'm following that. And I've been doing okay lately, but I still have my moments. the medication I heard can make things worse, so I try not to. I'm just trying not to mess with it. And some people get dependent and addicted to that, so I'm just really not. I'm not trying to do that. Been wanting to go to mental health. I will try the coming year. I understand. I reconnected with somebody and um I guess I complain sometimes and I don't want to complain, but you got to tell somebody how you feel or otherwise you're going to go crazy. I've gotten to the point where I let everything stay bottled in and I didn't have a heart attack, but I had something pretty close to it. So you got to tell somebody. Even if they don't listen, you got to tell somebody. It was something that was building up for years in me. But then one day it just, or one night, shall I say, it just all came crumbling down. It's affecting my whole life, relationships with friends, family, boyfriend, everything. So I understand. That's a part of anxiety, unfortunately. We think everybody is out to get us, and it's probably far from the truth. Um, my anxiety is so bad now that I don't like to leave my food or my drinks around even my family members. It's not that my family members are bad, it's just that I'm like really, really paranoid. Um, I don't even like eating at restaurants anymore or buying food out because I feel like one of the employees are going to put something in my food or something. Um, Pretty much every time I eat, I'm thinking too much. Then I even think my boyfriend is after me, but he's not. Like I'm just really like very paranoid. So yeah. Yes, actually. Now, me being a gifted person, of course I hear spirit guides and stuff like that, but as far as like hearing voices outside of that, yes, I've heard voices. Um Showers and baths used to that doesn't even help me. Um but they say sitting in dark rooms, cold water, um there's nothing. I don't know because I have I'm not even sure. I just have a a really, really, really big problem. Schizophrenic. Hmm. Possibly. I was told that I was that I had low grade depression. You can be depressed and not realize it, I guess. 'Cause I don't feel depressed. I'm annoyed, I get frustrated, things like that, but I don't I mean, I've had depression before. I was diagnosed with depression I think in 2015. But this year I haven't really been depressed, but maybe I am and don't realize it. Anxiety is the biggest problem. I'm freaking out over the smallest things. But yeah, if it's like, especially if it's a daily thing, I would go get it checked out. Um, and don't get me started on when I start doing um full on readings, or if I feel somebody's energy is really, really bad, I get anxiety very heavily. Um, but most of the time, it's usually for no reason. That's the sad part. That's good. I mean, right now I'm okay too, but 'cause I definitely wouldn't be on here if I wasn't okay. But um that's why in my lives I try to keep answers and stuff short. Um because if I'm on somebody's energy too long, then I'll get drained very quickly. It's not fun being drained. Um but yeah. I was given a prescription for citalopram. I think it was 20 milligrams. I didn't care. I just did not want to mess with it. And I think they have it over the counter too. I had a prescription for it though. And then there's something else, can't remember, hydroxine or however you pronounce it. Um that was prescription given to me in the emergency room. Yeah. I started noticing that with me too. Like I never noticed that until maybe some months back where I started feeling weird in the grocery store. I was like, what is wrong with me? I would get like blurry vision, and then to make it worse, people like my mom or somebody, they would sneak up behind me, and that just made me feel even worse. Um, but but yeah. I never not followed a doctor's orders, but I just could not do it. And then I had a bad feeling about taking it. And then come to find out, I did go back to the doctor to get rechecked for some other health issues that I had. And the doctor was telling me that it's a good thing that I decided not to take those medications because They could have prolonged the existing health issues I was having. I was anemic. Um, yeah, I don't know how to. I can barely help myself with it, so I don't even know how I would. I just don't know. Um, but yeah, I was anemic. I was practically in kidney and liver failure for no freaking reason. Pretty much, it was pretty much the other medications I had to take for other reasons that did my body like that, and I think that's where the anxiety started. Pretty bad. I've had anxiety for years, but it was never this bad. I never had full out attacks until this year. Um, but yeah, and he was like, "Well, it's a good thing you stopped taking those medications or whatever because they would have, messed you up even more." So I'm glad I listened to my gut on that. Um, the blurry vision, though, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I would definitely recommend to stay away from alcohol. It depends on how bad your symptoms are. If you are having heart palpitations, um, I would limit your alcohol intake or just stop taking it or drinking it altogether. Definitely would not recommend any recreational drugs like marijuana or anything like that for people who are going through anxiety. People say that it makes you feel better, but in all reality, you don't want to mess with that when if you have a bad anxiety problem. Um, yeah. I also developed a eating disorder. Now it's not like really bad, but I'm still kind of working with it now. I was not diagnosed with it, but I know that I have one. Um, I just didn't want to eat anything. Then when I did eat, I was binge eating for like one night, and then, if I'm not mistaken, they said it was other issues, but I think half of that was the issue, the way that I was eating, me not eating, and then when I would eat, I would there was one night that I went crazy. I didn't really eat nothing that whole day. I may have had like I think I made a snack wrap or something, which is just chicken strips, tortillas, cheese, lettuce, ranch. I think I had one of those. And then I went to this get together with my sister that she drugged me out to because I don't like to socialize. So she made me go. Um, and I mean, I had one beer, um, and just a little bit of what she had. I was drinking out of her drink as well when she wasn't looking. Um, and yeah, I got home and I went crazy. I went in the cabinets. I was eating chips. I was drinking Mountain Dew. I got a piece of pie and I just kept on eating and eating and eating. And then my heart started feeling like it was running away from me. And I called my sister, but she was tied up doing something, so she couldn't come. I told her I wasn't feeling good, and to come sit with me until maybe I could maybe sleep it off or something. And I tried to work it off as much as I could, but then I got to the point where I said, I'm just going to have to go ahead and call the paramedics because I don't know what this is and I can't handle it. Yeah. And so, yeah, I had to call. Don't remember the hospital number for anything. So I just did it old fashioned. I called 911. Um, I didn't want to do that. I tried so hard to work it off to where I didn't have to do that, but I couldn't. And come to find out was a good thing I did that because I was not doing well. They had to eventually rush me to a different hospital. And I had something called SVT. Um, I was in that state. My body was in that state for like, I would say it was a good 2 hours, hour and a half before they got my heart rate down. That was this year my traumatic experience for because I've never really, yeah, I never really had. I'm pretty much a healthy person up until this year. I've had so much going on, but I don't know. I've developed an anxiety problem, I would say, because of that very bad anxiety problem. Um, and it is an event that I think about every single day. So, yeah. Yep. It was so bad to I did get in the shower that night trying to work it off, trying to stop my heart from beating like that. And apparently when I was waiting on the paramedics to get there, I left my water running. And when I came back home to a tub full of water and the water was still on. Could have sworn that I turned the water off. Yeah. But yeah, they were running tests and stuff on me once everything kind of settled down. They didn't find out one thing wrong with me. Nothing, which was the weird part. I didn't have a heart attack, but I don't understand how I didn't end up dead that night, to be honest. Yeah, they have some type of test where they can check and make sure that it wasn't a heart attack. Um, yeah, definitely. Because I was just asking, like, um, it's like kind of like one of those movie scenes, like where there's doctors and nurses standing over you trying to, I guess, get you back to normal. Um, and then they kept giving me all these different medicines, and it was one weird medicine that they gave me. I don't know what it was called. Hmm. It's one of the kids. Anyway, I don't know what it was called, but it literally froze my body up. Not like froze as in me being cold. It was like it froze me where I couldn't move. Um, but yeah. I think it got worse because they were all standing over me and it was making me anxious. Um, but at that point, I think I was okay. I just needed them to get out of my face, but they were only doing the job. Never want to go through nothing like that again. And I feel bad for anybody that does. No problem. You too. I think everybody has anxiety. It's just not, just some people have it worse than others. It's just one of those things. Oh, yeah. Things from your childhood can definitely play a part in it without you even noticing it. Um, because I used to get bullied pretty badly in school, and it's followed me from school to me being an adult. Um, that's I think that's where a lot of mine comes from. If you see me rubbing my ear, it's because it's burning. Uh, Good night. Um, but yeah, take it easy because it's not fun. I know exactly how you feel. I guess my blood pressure is up. I don't know. Yeah, because my head hurts. So I'm wondering, Divine Blossoming, are you still here? Did I answer a question for her? Don't think so. She came in and said, hey, but then, I don't know. Um, it's 4:41 a.m. Xavier, Xavier. He's got them headphones in his ear. one person in here, so I'm guessing that will be you. Right now it is 4:46 a.m. here. I can't sleep, so but I am a little sleepy. Um, I think that other. I don't know if she's. It's another woman. Let me see. Hmm. Interesting. Um, I think. I'm not sure if that other woman is on live right now, but that's probably where everybody is if she's still on. I know she was on for a while though, so by now she's probably not on. I think I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. I think it's Imbusoli. I'm not sure, but her room is always full. She does more detailed readings than I do in a live chat. I don't do them in live because it's just too much energy. Hey, Melly Mercy. So I'm doing yes or no's with pendulum, and then when I answer your question with the pendulum, I'll also pull you a card message. So, will he officially ask me out in January? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I have to look at it. If I look at it on the screen, it looks like it's doing something different. So I got to look at it in my time. So you have a maybe answer. I didn't really get a no. It was in clockwise motion, and when it does that for me, that's my answer for a maybe. Um, so yeah, so a strong possibility. So I'm pulling a card for you now, and it's from a deck that I recently purchased. Messages from the Guides by James Van Prague. Um, I literally just shuffled before you popped in. So you have, I apologize if you can't see that. There's something wrong with this laptop. It's not showing clearly, but like attracts like. So um, I'm going to give you the meaning from the guidebook on that for the general meaning. Um, 72. So, like attracts like. So, I'm reading from the guidebook here. It says this card represents a major tenet of wisdom that the guides would like to impart. The law of attraction tells you that whatever energy you focus your awareness on, that is the energy you will manifest. You are the creator of your reality. It may seem like straightforward advice, but life on this earth plane is filled with fear in its many guises. The day to day distractions that prevent you from focusing on love and compassion can lead you down a road of anxiety, tension, and stress. If you want love and joy in your life, you must expect love and joy in your life. If you were to live by the basic truth, you would learn to be mindful of your daily life choices and their consequences. In this physical dimension, it is easy to give into fear and anxiety, but you must realize that it will be those energies that you attract to yourself. You must make a conscious effort to turn the fear based energies that you are creating with your mind into thoughts of compassion, forgiveness, understanding, mercy, tolerance, and service. No one can ever escape this law, for it rules supreme. Like any regimen, this takes practice. If this card appears in your spread, be on the lookout for an event that may create stress. Consciously acknowledge it and focus on solutions that turn that energy into a positive outcome. So, pretty much, that is like a law of attraction thing, basically. So, whatever you like I guess it's saying it'll only come into fruition if you claim it like it's already yours, something like that. So you have to think positively in order to get that positive thing that you want or that positive outcome. Don't really know if like attracts like was the best keywords for him to put on that card and give that meaning to, but I guess I can see where he was going with it. Um, so yeah, I hope that helped. That's just a general message. So if anybody would like a question that hasn't asked one, let me know. Also, along with you're welcome. Along with your question, I am also pulling one card to give you a general message. Excuse me. That type of question, I don't like the answer because that can start a lot of um anxiety for me, to be honest. Even just me looking into that. But um
No, it's getting in the house.
I'll be in there in a minute.
No, get in the house. No, no, get in the house.
Alrighty then.
Sam, open it. Sam. Sam, please.
Get him.
Oh, what's up?
I'm not exactly
What's up? What's up? It's gonna be Kenny.
I'm not exactly sure how you would find that out. I did do the pendulum for you, and it says no, so I don't see that anybody's put anything on you. I mean, I get asked that question from time to time, but no problem. I was thinking more people would be here, but so I think this is gonna be my last live for this year. I don't know, it depends. But and then I don't know. I also did a unboxing of this deck. I'll be uploading it pretty soon if you're interested. It's messages from the guides. I for some reason cannot, I don't know why this computer isn't, it wasn't like this before, but it's not really showing up good. It's very blurry. But I've already done the unboxing. I'll probably upload it probably sometime today. Thank you. Me too. It'll take some time, definitely, but I mean, I feel like I have enough now. It's just that whenever I do the lives, is nobody's interested. Same to you. I mean, I'm not sure. This might be my very last one for the year. Um, I may do one later on. Yeah, it's like this all the time though. Even no matter what time I do that, I've tried doing it different times. Now I did yeah, I've tried that. I've tried different times. Nobody's just I don't know why, but I don't really get that many people. Now recently, a few days ago, I was on pretty late. However, I have gave a different title. Um, it was a certain title that I used. It was free mini one question psychic reading. I think psychic reading got their attention because at first it wasn't so many people, but then later on throughout the live, um, and eventually I ended up getting a room full of people, like maybe up to 17 or 20 people came eventually. Um, but I also try not to do this often because not only do I just do it when spirit calls me to do it, but this is a career for me also, so I kind of have to draw the line with free stuff every once in a while. I can't do it all the time because otherwise I won't make any money that way. But yeah. Alicia, stop hollering. Oh my god. Yeah. It is a lot of energy to give out though, so that's another reason. Hold on, give me a second. Will you be quiet? Stay off my stuff. Will you shut up? Dang. You should have had it put up. I did. No, you didn't. You had it where they could get to it. My God. Um, but yeah, I try to be as active as I can, but I don't get a whole lot of I don't have a lot of space. I don't have well right now because I'm not at my place. I as you can see, I don't like to do the lives when I'm around too many people and when there's a lot of noise and stuff. I don't like to do that. So while I'm at my parents' house, I haven't really just been able to be on live like that. And then on top of that, I don't have a lot of energy to do that every day. Um, here we go again. Yeah, like the noise you hear now, that's what I cannot, I don't like getting on live doing all of that. So I try to, this is why I'm on most of the time around the early mornings or late nights, because I know everybody's either um sleep or out of the way. But my niece and nephews ended up coming over here tonight and they're spending the night. So yeah. But for the most part, I try to get on here as much as I can. Um I can get physically sick from lives. So depending on how long I'm in the live and what I'm doing, that's why I try to keep stuff short and simple when I'm on here. Because if I'm on here too long and I start reading too much into people's energy and questions, then I start feeling funny. So that's another thing. But yeah, I do try to get on as much as I can. Um, yeah. I'm actually getting a lot of views on those recent card pick a card readings I did. Like um the what do they want? I think that's reached 2K, 2000. And there's another one, can't remember the name of it, but that's hit 1,000 and something. Um but yeah, I at least try to do a video once or twice a week, at least when I'm up here. When I'm at somebody else's house, it's kind of hard for me to do it. Whereas when I'm at home, I don't have to worry about noise or anybody being in my way. So, um, yeah. I'll, I don't, I'm trying to figure out when I'll be going back home. Um, Even if I were to go back home right now, my Wi-Fi is disconnected at home, so I wouldn't be able to do live when I get there. Um, so until I can get that situated, there won't be no lives at home. I think I'm just gonna get a different provider because they are definitely overcharging me for one thing. Because I literally just paid the bill before they did that, so I don't know. But I'm trying to get it situated. So my stomach is hurting a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Um, might be back on here not tomorrow, but today since it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Um, yeah. This time it's not good, but from what I saw last time, it was perfectly fine on my end. But this time on my end, it's not, for some reason, it's really blurry and I don't know why. But yeah, that last one, so far, from what I was looking at, it was okay. But this one, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with it. It might not be you though, because I have this pain at least once or twice a day. I don't, well, I kind of know why, but at the same time, I think it's something different. I think it's a bowel problem. I have, not only do I have trouble digesting food, but I think that's what it is ultimately. And then I'm not doing bowel movements as often as I should. So that's another thing. A control? What's that? And then my cousin, she's been doing really bad in her health. What's a control? Or am I just being dumb? Oh, um, not since my last one. They said I had um some months back I had problems with my liver and my kidney. It was due to some medication that I was taking for. I had a bacterial infection in my leg, and as a result of taking the medications to clear that up, it messed me up with my kidney and my liver. Um, and then I think I had gastritis, but I had that more so when I was younger. I missed a lot of school because of that. And at one point I couldn't even walk. Um, but yeah, um, I was also anemic. I had a lot of other stuff going on as well. My appetite wasn't right. I had headaches. Um, so yeah, they checked me, and it was my liver enzymes levels were too high, and my kidneys were messing up. But it got better. However, it was still some slight problems with it. So 6 months later, or about 7 months later, they called me back in, and yeah, they called me back in just to run some more labs to see if everything is if there were still problems, and everything was clear except he said that I needed to um work on my iron. Other than that, everything was clear. um so my last checkup was fine, and I'm not exactly, I think it was, I'm thinking it's something to do with my um not constipation, but I think it's definitely to do with me not being able to digest food like I need to. And mm, yeah. And I'm not, and like I mentioned, I'm not, actually the bowel problem has gotten better though, a little bit better. But I think ultimately it's that the indigestion. Mm, Now, unless I start having the symptoms with the fever, well, I'm getting nauseated out of nowhere now every other day. I don't know if that's a sign or not, but unless I start having like a fever and migraines every day, then um I'm all right probably. Hmm. Um, I don't know about that. I also had a heartburn problem this year as well. So, like before this year, I was always a very healthy person. I mean, I'm not skinny or anything, obviously, but um, like I literally never really had anything wrong with me. And then all of a sudden this year, I have a bad anxiety problem. Heartburn, had no idea what it was until my parents confirmed that that's what it was because it felt like death. Um, well, my perception of what I thought death felt like. Um, yeah, never really. I mean, yeah, the common cold, yeah, that too. Stress causes heartburn as well, and I think that may have been part of the reason why I experienced it. Um, um, but yeah. Other than, I mean, yeah, we get things like the common cold and things like that, but as far as just like serious health issues, I never really had. Um, except of the gastritis. Although I don't think it was called that. I think it was gastro, not gastritis, gastro something. Um, it was a every blue moon thing for me, and it literally came out the blue, and um there was times where like I was in my last year of high school, I think, and just I guess towards the last two classes, um I started getting the stomach pain. It's like it felt like a period pretty much, but it wasn't a period. Um like I was feeling so bad to the point where I was laying down on the classroom floor. And yes, there were other students in there probably thinking I was crazy. Um and then I couldn't sit down in my chair. I was hurting so bad. I had to stand up and walk around. I missed a lot of school because of that. Me too. I mean, I'm fairly young, but anything can happen. Ultimately, stress is my biggest problem. Definitely. And it's usually for no reason. You're welcome. Not exactly sure what I'm saying. I mean, what you're saying. Thank you to though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, depression I have had over the past few years, off and on, but anxiety wasn't a bad problem for me until this year. Um, but you can definitely tell. You may not be able to see it in this video, but I do have, and I'm way too young for it. I have a lot of gray hair, which I didn't notice until somebody else pointed it out. And when I did notice it, I have to have it up in a certain hairstyle for you to see it, and then on top of that, this quality is you're not gonna see it no way, but a lot of gray hair. Like I almost cried. I have so much gray hair. Yeah. Um. Everybody copes with it differently, but um, I other than praying, I don't really know what I've ever done to really just cope with it. Um, but yeah, um, as far as being, I don't know about spiritual because I mean, yeah, it works, but um, for the past few months or so, that hasn't helped me. Now, yes, praying to God has, but like spiritual stuff like the candles and the incense and stuff, that seems to make it worse for some reason. It's like, I don't know, it's like it's making me feel like it's spell work or something. Good morning, Esther. If you have a question, just let me know. Yeah, I think everybody has their doubts. of God from time to time, though. Um, I wouldn't say that I've ever doubted that God existed. Just I didn't doubt, but there were times where I would be mad at God. I think we all get mad at him from time to time, but yeah, I definitely believe in him. I think I think a lot of people are afraid for the new year because people are afraid of change. Um, there's a lot that people are leaving behind in 2018 that they want to take with them, but have no choice but to leave behind. Like say a relationship that didn't work out. People are wanting that to work out, and they're scared if they go into the new year and this person isn't back in their life that they're not going to ever talk to them again, that their life is over and things like that. But um it's natural to be afraid. Um, just don't let fear take control of your everyday life. Um, you can't get that time back. So okay. So do you want to know what your chances are? What kind of contest is it first? Okay. Um, what kind of contest is it? Hmm. Mm, Hmm. I mean, without me just answering your question with this pendulum first, always try. I mean, you have to continue to try. Um, yeah. So, regardless of what this says, try. So that's a maybe answer. So there is a possibility there. Let me get you a card. This is just a general. It's pretty. These cards are really just affirmation cards, I believe. But um, so your card, if you can see it, I don't know why this is not working, but kindness counts. I feel like that's more so about a need for you to be kind to yourself. Um, yeah, I know. For some reason, this laptop, I don't know what's wrong with it because it wasn't doing this the last time, but it's not showing up well. I tried to fix it, but I'm not sure what's going on. But it's messages from the guides, transformation cards by James Van Prague. Probably still can't see that either, but um yeah. It's kindness counts. So I um think I'm finna head off in a minute or so. In a few minutes possibly. So the card said, I don't know, I know you can't see it. It says kindness counts. So there's my email address if anybody's interested in booking a private reading with me. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I've been on here for almost 3 hours, so it's time for me to log off. You're welcome. So um I thank everybody for stopping by. I may or may not see you later. I don't know if I'm gonna do one later on. I may, but hit the notification bell that'll let you know that I'm live or that I've uploaded a new video. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And in case I don't do another live before the new year, I hope everybody has a happy and a safe new year holiday. And let's let's have a good year.